Hello, everyone. Welcome. Welcome to Women Manifesting Dreams. My name is Rita Valenta. I'm your host. And before I go to my beautiful soul, Denise here with us, sharing her knowledge, her ability, and her magic, let me tell you about the She Wolf Sisterhood. So after so many years working with women coaches, mentors, and healers, majority 40 plus, that doesn't mean, and we are not open to other people, obviously, but we are a collective of badass women who come together. We do co-creation calls, we do magical circles, we do events like 7 Days Business Revolution. We have experts and VIPs, and we have me from the algorithm to the tech to the imposter syndrome. We do all of that, and we create lifelong friends, and we are opening that for free. And I tell it for free, but I prefer to say open because you are bringing your energetics. So if this resonates here, somewhere is going to be a link or a QR code or in the comments. Join us, bring your magic. It's time for us to come together and change the world. That being said, long intro. Hi, my love, how are you doing? Tell us who you are, what you do.
Yes, so my name is Symphony. I'm actually a money mindset coach and
I love it.
EFT practitioner.
Oh, I do EFT as well. So in the magical circles, I have a lot of people on my community who do EFT, and I do it as well. And I think it's like a super powerful. But bring on, keep going.
Yes, so I help women because that's who I help. I help women entrepreneurs just really rewire their mindset when it comes to success, when it comes to making money, when it comes to business, really just changing that story for them. So and this kind of my journey in business has definitely been a different one. I started out as a virtual assistant, and then kind of progressed from there to social media management, marketing coach, business coach, all the things that you could possibly think of. Just kind of trying to find me. Um, pretty much I went through all of the trials, all of the error, everything, the mindset challenges, the mindset shifts. And I just felt that pull for money mindset and incorporating EFT into that.
Mhm. Why you do what you do?
So one of the main things, honestly, it's pretty much freedom. When
Mhm.
I first came into business, I was a teen mom. I was like 19.
Oh,
Um,
I was a teen mom and I was 19. So yeah.
I was
Yeah.
19. Literally my son was born actually the day before I turned 20.
Mhm.
But I was a mom, first time mom. Um, and it was like I didn't want to miss any milestones. And I was like, first of all, I don't want to miss any milestones. I want to make money and I want to have the freedom. And the freedom is like being here for my child, being with my family, all of those things. But then at some point, just family just started growing. And so in the midst of all of those things, though, I worked a 9 to 5 job during that time as well, too. Throughout actually all of my business, I worked a 9 to 5 job. But just starting business, it was more so for that freedom, me kind of having more control over how I made my money, without having to answer to anybody. And just being able to say, if one of my children is sick, I don't have to justify that. If they're sick, they're sick. Like I control that. So for me, it was just really having like that freedom, and also being able to help other women have that exact same freedom, because I know that that's a goal that a lot of us have, is to have that freedom, even
That
if it's
there is the main goal.
the freedom.
Freedom of money, freedom of space, and freedom of time.
Yep.
Listen to you, and I want to congratulate you because I did operate exactly on the same thing. I did not start with digital marketing, kind of. I set up my company when I was still pregnant and I was 19. And my first company, I'm going to joke with words now. I was a dog dealer. And what is a dog dealer? Is like someone who advise you what kind of breed of dog should you have, or what kind of dog should you adopt for your lifestyle. So I start using, and I had a website. So that is, I'm 44, so it is quite some years ago. But I listened to you, and I have a quote that I love, and it's from a man, but I think it defines people as me and you because I believe we operate in the same way. Whatever you believe you can or you cannot, you are always right. And if I want to listen to you, what comes out for, you could decide, and probably you had a lot of people around you, because in special when we are moms so young, then your life, and I have this on my labor of my son. I was having him. It's not a beautiful, it was not a nice experience. Okay, after, but you know what I mean. And it was this nurse, and I was going to swear now, but it was this nurse. And on the end, I need to say thank you to her, and you will see why. And she tells me, "Oh, you are crying now? You are screaming now? Let me tell you something. Your life is finished." I could not believe she was telling me that. And I told her, "Oh no, oh hell no." And and I said no. And I went and I became famous and I toured the world as an international DJ. At the same time, then I had 5 kids. Were perfect? No. But was that nurse who told me that, that spike, that fire on me? Oh no, watch me. And that is what I'm getting for you. It's like, no, you are, I'm going to release a brand with a very cool name, like dropship, not dropshipping and print on demand, that is about black ships and underdogs in black ships. And I'm getting your vibes and my respects to you because I know what is. And I don't know about you, but you talk about kids, so you had more. So at least one more. And
Two
I
more.
know.
I had two
Okay,
more.
okay, okay. So you had two. So I know, and it's very interesting. I don't know if you get that, but it's very interesting. People used to ask me, how do you survive? And now that I'm not with them and they are growing up and like I'm in silence, and after 24 years of raising kids, I don't have any clue how I did it. But in the moment, people don't ask you, how do you do? They never ask you that. And I was just like, I don't have another option. Like, right?
That's the truth. It's definitely the truth. I mean, because from mine, it didn't come from a nurse. It actually came from my parent,
Okay.
my dad, actually. Um, and so it was because I graduated high school at 17. So
I never did. I find out I was pregnant in the day of my last exam of German. Ugh. So I never did. I'm a dropout. Yeah.
yeah, I finished. I was 19, so I was actually already in college, but it was kind of like, when when it came to that conversation of me being pregnant, it just led to like a whole different conversation. But in reality, I finished college even with all three of my
Congratulations.
children. So I have finished college regardless. It was that way. And there's just a lot of other events that did occur throughout. I mean, mine wasn't a beautiful experience at all. I was actually put to sleep for my first child. So, um, my first child was actually dead when he was born. And so, and they were able to bring him back. But if you look at him now, you wouldn't even know that he went through what he went through when he was a baby. And he actually wrote a book. so,
Oh,
so,
Mama.
so,
How proud are
so
you? How proud are you of yourself?
I'm proud. I love it. I'm glad.
That is
I'm
something that EFT and tapping like shift things like whatever. Even though I feel like this, I deeply and completely love and accept and forgive myself. And that is the most powerful thing.
hmm
Um, wow. I see so much of my story on you. And I don't get emotional. I don't want, no, I don't get emotional. I get emotional very easily. But I just want to take a second and honor that girl, your girl, my girl, because, you know,
hmm
it's not easy. I had no mom. The family of the father was not exactly happy with the situation. And and I did it. And I did a lot of mistakes because I believe in special being a mom is the hardest job in the
hmm
world. And guess what? You are always feeling, and we have that on us. Like we always believe we are doing things wrong. And we give, and we have no clue what are we doing. And sometimes we give too much, and then we realize we are creating and raising kids who are not behaving in the respectful ways. Then you go to the other side. It's like guessing.
hmm
And when you had your son, and it's a son, right? And I had my son, and I had one straight away after 1 year, and then I had another one, and for a very selfish reason, I believe, because I was so alone. Then I felt, and if I had a lot of kids, I'll never feel alone anymore. The story did not went exactly like that.
hmm
Um, but I want to honor you, and I that alone, in this world, and we move and working with women as we do. I always tell, and you work as a business coach as well. So I always tell them a lot of business coaching theories for me doesn't make sense. I'm a very weird business coach if you put it like that. I don't coach, I share, and then people do. But it's they buy they buy your energetics, they buy your story, they buy they buy the hope you give to them because you manage to give that certainty. And I feel that on you. So I know your clients buy your energy, your confidence that you give to us straight away. So what you have to sell, or what you have to.
Yeah, so I'm actually getting ready to do a 21 days of tapping. 21 days of tapping. Money and sales expansion is the name of it.
I'm going to do another summit. So I have now a 7 days business revolution. I have 4 summits for a year. And the next one is going to be at 21 June, and it's going to be 3 days abundance activation. And yeah,
Yes.
and
And then
yeah.
of course, yeah, outside of that, of course, I have like my private coaching and everything. I have
Mm,
a 6 month to 3 month private coaching. And then I actually have an option where people can just work me for 3 days.
mm.
Called the Voxer Money Vortex.
Oh,
It's strictly just on Voxer for 3 days. So I have
okay.
well. That's my second low ticket. That's my second low ticket offer outside of my 21 days, my 21 days
Hmm.
of tapping. So yeah, I'm excited. The 21 days of tapping, I was stalling on it for quite some time until I couldn't
Mm.
stall anymore on it. So I'm doing it.
You are. You are. I'm in love with you. You know, I'm sick and tired. I'm sick and tired of people full. And it's not bullshit. People talk a lot and do less. There's people navigating this world, and this is for even for many of my clients. Girl, you are working with me for 2 years, and you keep saying you need to work on your website. Something needs to be tapped out. It's not about strategies. It's about not taking action.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and this is something, and I want your opinion on this, but this is something then where's they and because you and I, we started as entrepreneurs really early, so we know what is to be a kamikaze, right?
Mm-hmm.
But there is a lot of people like who drop or want to drop the corporate America where they have been paid all their life, paycheck to paycheck, and that, in my personal opinion, because I never did work for someone else, can be feeling of slavery, on the sense then you are attached to that. If you told me you have this amazing opportunity of being visibility on a big company, go work with them, I don't believe I will. They did need to pay me insane well because the idea of working for someone. Now, it's time, sisters, to move your behind.
Mm-hmm.
Take action. Stop telling them you want the 10K per month. Go for it. Celebrate the $10 first. Ring the bell.
Mm-hmm.
Don't create. Don't tell me after. I don't know if you have this for sure. No, never sold an offer, and their goal is making 100K per month. It's like, are you serious? You need to build a muscle. You need to understand your energetics. You need to know how do you feel with what you do, how you want to serve. Are you going, what kind of people you want to work? Don't lock down 1 year contract with anyone. You don't know if you want to work with them. Try out, test the waters, have a session with that person, 2 sessions with that person, and then, yeah, do 3 months. I don't know. I just
Mm-hmm.
believed in people are so focused on the male energetics of go, 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 make, go, go, go. Then don't understand that this is not a restaurant. It's not something that you can close and forget it. And you
Mm-mm.
cannot work 3 hours per week and make, at least not on the beginning. When you
Nope.
are big and you have a team, maybe. I don't believe in that, but maybe. So,
Yep.
what advice do you give to our people? Because your people is my people as well. So,
um, you want results, you have to take the action, you have to do the work.
oh,
you
uh-huh.
have to do the work. You have to be willing to get uncomfortable.
Oh, yeah. And you need to be ready to fail.
Yep.
And as well, and I want to bring this to the attention, don't get stuck on perfect in being perfect.
Perfect. Yep.
It's not going to be perfect.
Ah, trust me, I've
It's
been there. I
it's
tried to
going
make
to be
everything
messy.
perfect and it failed.
And then you are going to have this big summit. Why I record everything on my summit? Because I never know what happens. I'm human. I drag myself many times when I was sick and terrible. And I had moments like some months ago last year. I didn't need to say I love you guys, but I need a break of 3 months because I have been working all my life and I never had a break. And I cannot do this.
Mhm.
So being human, being vulnerable, and taking action. And this crazy one here is working on the last, I don't know, 15 days since 3, 4 a.m. every single day. Please understand, I go early to bed. But why? Because for some weird reason, I like to work on the night when everyone is quiet. I don't know. I get the vibration of the collective. Take action. And that is another very interesting thing. And I want your opinion on this. You can take action and do the things. If you do the things, your clients will pop up. Don't have any doubt on that. Now, not necessarily will pop up with the strategy, then you with the funnel, and I'm not talking funnel, the funnel that you use. Sometimes the last person that you think will want to work with you, right? Did you have
Yep.
that? Like
Yes.
people pop up and it's like, where are you coming from? I remember the first time I made 5K, I had a man coming to my sessions, and because I was so concerned with my community being so female, I threw an offer of 5,000 because I did believe he was not going to pay. He did. And we did had enormous and great results.
Mhm.
So
Yep.
what is next
Yeah,
for you?
I've seen it. I've seen it. I've
Mhm.
also seen it with other coaches where it's like their main thing is it's a lot of women, but
Mhm.
then you'll get that one time where it's someone just different that you weren't
Yeah.
expecting,
Yeah.
and you work with them. You know, just like I don't work with you. I work with I don't work with men. Like there's some that do that. Like there's some that will turn them away and it's like, why would you do that? Like,
No, because people get so attached to the story of the niche, and your niche will find you.
yep,
So what is next for you? Oh, your 21 days tapping.
yes, I'm excited.
Okay. It's like a pre-recorded, it's like a content, then people
So
can
it's gonna be
post.
held. It's gonna be in Telegram.
Mm,
Um, some are gonna be on the spot. Some are gonna be recorded.
mm,
Um, it's gonna be a Telegram group. They'll be do like we'll do like every at the end of the week. They'll do like a Q&A,
mm,
and everything. Because I know as business owners, especially for those of us that don't implement doing the mindset work, doing the healing work, we always try to figure out how do we make time. So 21 days gives you nothing but time
mhm.
to dedicate
21 days
21
is
days to
supposedly
do it.
what you need to change an habit, right? Or create a new habit. Um, okay. A message to your younger self.
Ooh, we did it.
You did it.
We
High
did
five.
it.
High five. From a teenager mom to another one. Well done, girl. Well done. I'm going to invite you properly in a second. Bye to these beautiful people now. Thank you so much for being here with us. I hope, I know. And if you believe you had it difficult, probably there is people out there. And that is one of the reasons why I like to do this in such a global way. We have different stories, and you can look to our stories and to our journey and know then you can do it. And that is the reason why we have the She Wolves Sisterhoods. And it's open, like I said, the link is here somewhere. Join us, come co-create with us. Because more than ever, instead of complaining about the situation, let's come together and do something. I love you all. Keep living your dreams and make it happen. I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye.